Hello Battlefield fans, Wildchild here, and with the Battlefield Hardline beta pretty much in the past, we can just take a look back and reflect on our experience with the game, and in a very and healthy, what I like to call it like that, healthy way, compared to, let's say, Battlefield 4, right? So I don't think the two games are like far apart from each other. I think both games are fun. Obviously, Battlefield 4 focused more on heavy vehicle type of game, and that's what we like Battlefield 4 or the Battlefield series. The giant maps and vehicles and destruction and chaos, and that's pretty awesome. In my opinion, or my opinion, no, like the way that I play, I tend to focus more. I focus 100% on infantry. In Battlefield 3, I did, some helicopter flying and killing, and this and that. It was pretty fun. Same thing with the tank, but it wasn't for too long. So for me, I had the most fun, and the strategies and tactics that I share with you and the stuff that I do in games involve just infantry. I have never posted a strategy with a helicopter or a tank, not because it's useless, but it's just it's not my thing. For Battlefield Hardline, it focused a lot on infantry stuff. Yes, we got like a good sized maps, very few vehicles, but they're more like a transport vehicles. It's not something that's gonna make like a game changer. Kind of annoying, but not like a game changer. So you can easily kill a guy in a motorcycle or a car or something like that. So it's pretty cool. The helicopter, yes, you can shoot, but you know what? It's not so bad. So it focuses a lot on infantry, and that's why I like it, because allow me just to keep rushing without worrying too much about vehicles and tanks and helicopters and jets flying around and all this craziness and chaos that we like, but it's not in that game. So I think that's basically what separates the two games. One focus more, obviously, it's cops and robbers, so focus a lot on infantry, and the other one, like a full war. It's just it's just crazy. It's like all out destruction. It's awesome. So I think both games are fun. They did some really good changes for Battlefield 4, so it's very cool. But they did changes. The game is running perfect the way it's supposed to be. The game is like perfect. That's what it is right now. But all of a sudden the game kind of like went into this like a state of it's like dormant. It's like a volcano. It just like stays right there, like nothing's happening. No, there's no more news. There's nothing. There's no more DLC, because all the DLC they have planned, it's already out. There's nothing. So yes, people play this game because it's fun, but in a way, kind of like it's kind of like fading away. Like little by little. I think this will be a good time. And obviously they're trying to bring all the attention to Hardline, to the new game. So obviously EA is focusing on that. But I think this will be a good time for them just to bring maybe a free map, even if it's a remake, even if it's something like that. So that way we get the game back on the gaming news, and it's like, oh look, Battlefield 4 got something extra, something no we were not expecting. So this will be a good time for that. I think that would be pretty awesome. Maybe a free remake, something cool, or even like a map. I am pretty sure, 100% sure, that they have some maps they were working on, and they decided to say, you know what? No, let's keep this map in the computer and let's not put it in the final game. I'm pretty sure they have a bunch of maps. All the games do. This would be a good time just to bring one of those maps. Like an extra kind of like decent, cool map, and something free, something cool. Hey, play this new map. It's awesome. So sometimes companies do these. I don't know, but like I said, EA and all these guys are like they shift their attention to the Battlefield Hardline, and they're trying to push the game out, obviously, because it's well, at the moment this commentary is about a month away from release. So they're not gonna do that, obviously. They don't want to hurt sales, so everything is Hardline. So I don't know, but I think Battlefield 4 is awesome. I think it's very cool. I think it's very challenging, and you know why I think it's challenging, and why I like it, and why I like being infantry and being on the ground on foot and just run around, because you have to. Well, you don't have to, but I do play with the some sort of strategy and tactic in something, or anything that I do in the game, anything that you're seeing in this video has a reason behind it. Everything, every step that I take, every route, every has a like a, has a something behind it. You know, it's not random. I don't do random stuff. Everything is planned. I know. I don't like it because that's why I like it. You know, allows me to in a way control the enemy and control the game and have better gameplays. And believe it or not, that's how I play all my games. I have this idea that yes, it changes from game to game because let's say you are in a certain spot and you are expecting the enemy and they're gonna come this way, so you're gonna have to kind of guess, okay, what I want to do next. What is the next step? You know, what I want to do, or like what is the enemy doing? So that's the question that I ask myself when I play these games. You know, like, oh, that's a bad decision, so let's try not to do that again, and things like that. Sometimes you get these unlucky deaths and stuff like that, but it doesn't count. For the most part, it's just, you know, the strategy and tactic of being one step ahead of the enemy, of, like, you know, controlling the flags. You're playing domination here. I always play domination. You know, trying to keep those two flags blue. You know, I really don't focus on that third one. As long as we get two blue, everything is good. You know, that's all you need to win a game, because they're easier to control, they're easier to patrol. You know, to defend those flags, and you know, everything is everything falls into these like, what I don't know what I like to call it. I don't have a word for that, but this falls into this category of like easy stuff to do sometimes. And I get these comments, you know, people send me comments and say, well, you make it look so easy. It's because when you have like this idea, everything is easy and looks easy. If you don't know what to do, you like run too much. You know, you're crazy. You run into bad spawns, you run into bad locations, and you run into this craziness. And that's, you know, with time. And, or then when you play the one game, so you're playing Conquest, and the game's like 45 minutes, man. And frustration after frustration, you know, it's gonna piss you off, and you're not gonna do well. I'm not saying that I go like 50 and 2 all the time, but we create this oh man, I forgot the words right now. I hate when that happens. But consistency. There we go. We create this consistency in all the games, and you find that the enemy like to do the same thing over and over again. So you get all this knowledge, and it's awesome. And it's awesome because it is so easy for you. Sometimes things change, but for the most part, snipers always go to the same spot. People do the same thing, and what you do is that you take advantage of that. Take advantage of the dumb decisions of the enemy, like that claymore is like pretty obvious. You don't put a claymore there. You just find like a corner, something where the enemy can't see the, you know, the claymore. So like, people don't know these things. They just like rush too much. They all put a claymore over here because I'm gonna capture B, and you know, it's not like that. You just put a claymore in certain weird spots, and they just capture the enemy by surprise. So that's the key. So, you know, it's always fun, and this is a pretty good spot over here. And you know, I like to run this right over here because you gotta, I'm pretty sure you did it as well, but you gotta have such a good line of sight, and patrolling these B and C flag is very awesome. I think it's the easiest one to patrol. They're really close to each other. The A flag is in that room, and it's a bit more difficult, but you can always focus on that A and B, which is good. But I mean, I don't like the A flag because, you know, the spawn's like right there. It's like too crazy. I don't know. I just feel more comfortable with the B and C on this map, and that's awesome. So you know, that's what I like to do. So for me, that's the best strategy and tactic that I can give you. It's easier, a lot easier, just to run from C to B. It's so easy, it's so cool. You know, it's like I said, you're like wide open. You get a good line of sight on that A flag. You know, too many little rooms. People just can hide over there and just sit for 1 second, and you know, you get a squad mate spawning, and you don't really see them. You know, it's like I said, it's just very tricky. It's very tricky. So, because I mean, running from A to B is close as well. It's maybe a little bit closer than C and B, but it's more chaotic. You know, there's more chaos. So I'd rather let the enemy take the A flag, and I focus on the B and C. You know, sometimes you just go the other way around. I mean, for me, that's a strategy, but it changes from game to game. You know, you could have good teammates or bad teammates, and things need to be done differently. So you need to make some decisions. So that's when things get a little crazy. But for the most part, if you stick to the idea, it's all good. Over here we just got 2 flags. I think we're losing one, but we got the enemy pinned down at their spawn. So it's a good staying over here, because the spawns, you don't reset spawns, they don't switch spawns, they keep spawning back there, and you can keep throwing grenades. And I'm the ammo guy, so you just throw some ammo, and everybody has ammo and grenades, so you can spam nades like a maniac. So I'm not saying it's the greatest thing ever, but you know what, it works. It works if you're in a tough spot, during the game, and you need to catch up on points, and you can pin down the guys like this. It's just beautiful. It works out pretty well. You catch up on points and end up winning the game. You're not gonna sit down the whole game doing this, waiting for the enemy over there, because it's lame, and probably you're gonna get killed, and it's not gonna work pretty well. But there's certain moments in the game where you can do this, and it's gonna help you a lot. So plus you get some kills and have some fun. So to me, it's all about infantry running. You play the objective, and while you play the objective, you get the kills. So it's like a win-win. Everybody wins. Your team wins, you win, you get a lot of kills, and that's awesome. So that's what I believe. When you play with the strategy, when you play with your tactic, when you have the idea, and then you are golden. You can make your own strategies, you can make your own tactics. You just start trying things out. That's how I started doing my thing. I started doing, okay, let's try B and A, and let's try this one and this one. I start, like, every game, or every time you play certain maps, or the game, or whatever, you try different things. So if this time this strategy worked, try it again the same next time you play the game on the same map, and so on. And then you learn what needs to be changed, and then you learn what I just showed you. The enemy do the same thing over and over again, and that is so easy to spot. When they do the same thing, when they go to the same spot, when they go to the same building, it is so easy, because it allows you to be either more aggressive, more defensive, and take advantage of their lack of I don't know, maybe being aggressive or being defensive as well. So it's good. It's good to think like that, and that's why I like to make all these videos, and especially the ones with the strategy and tactics. So once again, we got the flags, and the enemy can take A. I don't really worry too much about A. The B is always the most difficult one. B is the one no one wants to capture, so I tend to stay close to B, just in case, and keep it blue as much as I can. But overall, it's pretty fun, so I like it. But anyway, so with Hardline and Battlefield 4, I think both games are awesome. I don't think one game is less or more than the other one. Same Battlefield idea. One is in a maybe bigger scale, more vehicles and tanks. The other one, more infantry based type of game, which is awesome, and that's why I like it. So you got stuff to choose from, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. That's always awesome when you get a lot of stuff to choose from, and you pick whatever you want and have some fun. So anyways, thank you for watching. My name is Wild Child. Hope you enjoy this gameplay, this commentary. Yes, we won. I believe we won, like I forgot the final score. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. It's like 26-7 or something like that. So hope you enjoyed this gameplay, this commentary. And as always, if you haven't, please check out my channel, the videos, Battlefield 4 stuff, Battlefield Hardline, Advanced Warfare, Destiny, a lot of Destiny, and some playthrough with live commentary. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Later.